All right, so day 3 of the UK photography show, but I wanted to get a video out. So this one, I've taken a little snippet from a video that I did for the recent Foundations Photoshop Virtual Summit, which was primarily aimed at beginners, but if you don't know this one thing, it can really throw you off. But before we get into it, this.
Now, if you love photography, love taking photographs and enjoy editing your images, then why not join us in the free photography community on Skool? It's a safe space for like-minded people with an active forum of thousands of members from all over the world where you can connect, hang out, learn and share. There's also a classroom, a members map and a member events page for events happening all over the world. There's no algorithms, no ads, none of that social media rubbish. But it's exactly how social media should be. On screen there's a link and a QR code, or you can simply click the link in the description of this video and we'll see you there. So something that can happen when you are using the zoom tool is that it doesn't seem to zoom as you would expect. Now at the moment, if I have the zoom tool as it is, I'm making sure, look, I'm on the plus here, so I zoom in, and let's just say that I want to zoom in on the people here that are being silhouetted. So I would bring my cursor over them like so, and then click, and you'll see that it's zooming in at exactly that point. So wherever I click, it's zooming in increments closer and closer and closer. And that's kind of like a natural behavior. That's what I would expect to happen. But there can be something else that happens which can make it feel like Photoshop has gone completely wrong. And it's literally just one tick in a setting that we need to change. So let me show you that. So I'll go to the Photoshop menu at the top of the screen and I'll go to the settings. This is on Mac. If you're on Windows, go to the edit menu and choose preferences. And in here, there's one option called tools. Now in tools, over on the right-hand side here, got loads of different options, making sure we're in the tools section. Over on the right-hand side, there's a few controls for the zooming. And we're going to come to some of these more in a moment. But the main one I wanted to mention at this point was this one here. Zoom clicked point to center. And you'll see here, look, there is no tick in that checkbox. So at the moment, when I zoom in and zoom out, it's behaving as I would expect. Wherever I position my cursor over and click, that's what comes forward. But look at this. If I put a tick in that checkbox just there and then click OK, let me just, I'm going to go to, I'll explain what these are in a moment, but I'll just go to fit screen. So get it back to where it was just there. So I'm still using the plus icon. I'll come down and again, look, I'll put my cursor over where the people are and I'll click once, but look what happens. Do you see that? Right, my cursor is in the same position, just like it was before when I kept on clicking. But now the actual area that I clicked on has gone right to the middle of the picture. So now I've got to move my cursor over and then click on top of it and it continues to come forward. So that behavior there, that little tick, causes one different behavior. That initial click on where it is that you're wanting to magnify immediately goes to the very center of the screen, right in the center, and then comes forward. Now, if you don't want it to do that, just leave that tick box unchecked. And just to remind you where it is, again, I'm going here on Mac. I'll go to the Photoshop menu, settings, and we want to go to tools. And if you're on Windows, edit, preferences, and then tools. And it's just this one here, zoom clicked point to center. Now you might think, well, why on earth would you want it to behave that particular way? Well, again, it's a preference. It's whatever you prefer how things to be, work within Photoshop, because we're all different and we like things to work differently. But if you've got a document that is really big and maybe the one area that you wanted to have a closer look on, you're looking at the picture on the screen, you think, well, I want to zoom in on there. You want to zoom in on it right in the corner, but you don't want it to stay right in the corner so you're having to work in the top left-hand corner of Photoshop. You could click on it, it'll bring it to the middle, and then you could work on it. Here's what I mean. I'll just untick this option just here and then click OK. And I'm just going to open another image. Let's go to File and Open. And I'll choose this one here, this drone photograph just there, nice and big. And let's just say that I want to fix something. There seems to be something in this top left-hand corner, as an example, that looks like it's some kind of mark, but I can't really see it clearly at this magnification. I need to zoom in a little bit. So I've got my zoom tool using the plus, and I'm going to go to that top left-hand corner and click down. And you can see, look, as I do that, when I click, it goes bigger and bigger and bigger to the point that it goes outside of the visible area. So now that mark could potentially now be outside of it, so I can't see it. So I could maybe think, oh, well, there's nothing there. However, if I then zoom out, I could then go, oh no, there it is. It had gone off the screen. So this is why having that zoom click to center might be something that you want to consider to leave turning on. Because look, if I just, I'll come to the options bar just here and choose fit to screen just for now. And then I'll go back to those settings. I'll go there, Photoshop menu, settings and tools. Again, with Windows, edit, preferences, then tools. And now look, I'll choose zoom clicked point to center and then click OK. So again, let's just say I'll go to the plus, that there's a mark in the right in the top corner up here that I need to have a look at to see what it is. Now when I click on it, it goes right to the middle. So this could be where the mark is, so then I can bring my cursor over and then zoom in. So I guess this is more suitable if you've got images that are more kind of like a landscape orientation, a wide orientation, so that when you are looking at the extremities on the sides, when you click to zoom, rather than potentially as you zoom in going off the screen, it'll come to the middle for you so that then you can bring it in closer. So there are pros and cons between having that option turned on or turn off, but hopefully what I've just shown you there gives you an idea as to why you would choose one or the other.
All right, so just a short one there. If you didn't know it, hope it's useful. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.